What's up guys, and welcome back to my True Artorias playthrough of Dark Souls. As promised, we're going into Sen's Fortress today. If you have a keen eye, you'll notice I'm using the Zweihander plus 10, an Iron Round Shield plus 6, I switched out my gauntlets to Shadow Gauntlets, and I'm missing 15 humanity. That's because while I was farming some souls, I got a little bit too cocky and lost them. Before we head in there, we're going to attune a different spell, because we want to do a little bit of falling down. Sen's Fortress is a very vertical place, so I want to have fall control equipped for when I have to do some jumping down to new areas. A little bit of frame rate issue there, but nothing's gonna keep me down. Snake people. Lure one at a time. And show them the parries for days. Is Zweihander powerful enough to fucking knock them on their ass for good? Oop, can't parry that. I can backstab though. Aw yeah. I already came here and picked up this item, but what was there was a soul. I needed to use it to buy the fall control and a sorcerer's catalyst, because I've been using all my souls to level up. Alright. So if you look out across here, you'll see a whole bunch of fuck no. So what we're gonna do is cast fall control, sip up, and go down. Easy peasy. Too easy. Big reason we want to fight these Titanite demons is because we need the demon Titanite to upgrade our Artorias sword when we get it. The Zweihander actually does a pretty good job at keeping these guys in check. I'm already halfway done with this one. Whoop! I thought he was gonna get me. You do gotta be careful about that tail. That does have a hitbox and it will wreck your day. And that should be good. There is a total of 4 demons down here. Ooh, that snake must have fell down here. Spooked me a little bit. Usually there's not a snake down here. It's just demon. Alright, finally the backstab. We also got that guy sniping at us. Sip up. Alright. Titanite Demon number 2. I do gotta be careful while using the Zweihander because it has a very slow swing speed, so leaves me wide open if I'm not paying attention or being careful. Like that. Good example of what not to do. Zip up. Too easy. Some of that. I think this is the scythe. Ah, yeah. A pretty cool weapon. I might use it, but I think it's Dex. Let me see. I thought it counted as a halberd class, but maybe there it is. E in strength, C in Dex. I guess it's a quality weapon. We can use it later then. I'm alright with that. Over here there are 2 more Titanite demons. So we getting busy. Ooh! Come on. Oh, these ones are a little bit tougher. I also aggroed that one way up there, so we gotta be extra careful. Want to save my Estus, so let's poppy humanity. Ooh! This might be a little bit tougher than I thought. Let's retreat for now. I don't want to spend 10 minutes fighting those guys right now. Let them calm down and we'll come back and try to aggro one at a time. The way to get out of that tar pit is to climb this ladder and then you can drop down. But I'm going to show you something really neat. And then that would take us back to the beginning. Oh, you actually have to attack this one. Secret little area. This takes us to the area where the giant opened the gates from. So that's pretty neat. He was a total bro and opened up the gates for us, but we're going to kill him. Because I think he drops a Titanite chunk, which is pretty valuable this early in the game. Woo! Swing and a miss. Speaking of swing and a miss, you can see those chains that he was pulling. Yeah, Titanite chunk. A bit chunky. Let's check up on those demon Titanites. Or, yeah, Titanite demons. I choose to fall down in this corner here because it's a little bit closer to the top, and I don't know if it would make a difference, but I don't want to fall too far down. Alright, let's see if I can hurt this guy this way. Does this guy go through invincibility frames? Jesus. Come on. Still didn't aggro that guy up there, and that's a good thing. Oh! Saw that coming. Sip up. It would definitely help if... There's two things that would help. One, if I could fast roll, and I still haven't been able to achieve that yet. And I've messed around with different armor types, and I'm not willing to give up the armor that I have now that I spent a bunch of resources in upgrading it to get a new set that will help allow me to roll faster. Not worth it at this time. Also, oh. It sure would help if they didn't have so much damn HP. I mean, god damn it, Bobby. That tail, man. We want to save my Estus. This guy is aggroed, but that's okay, because now he's the last one. Not in the game, just right here, he's the last one. I think there's actually one more. And only one more. I know that there is one in Orlando, so... Oh, come on. Sorry for lack of commentary, I am kind of concentrating a little bit, trying not to die. Earlier today I tried fighting Sif, and just to see if I could do it at this low level, because we do need the Soul Sif to get the Artorias sword. So I didn't know if I wanted to do that before or after I make it to Orlando. I tried it out, and I died on purpose. Actually, to be more correct, I was going to die on purpose, but then I realized that I was just getting wrecked anyway, so I knew that I would have to come back to fight Sif when I'm at a little bit of higher level. So we'll be fighting Sif right after Orlando, and then that's when we'll be able to make the sword. I'm not in that big of a hurry since I have the Zweihander, and I have other weapons I could be using, so we're fine. I'm fine, we're fine, everything's fine, everything's just fine. Calm down. While we're climbing the steps, let's take a look at Demon Titanite. Ooh boy, got 6 of them. Oh boy! And now we can make it through the rest of Sen's Fortress. Let's see how this goes. There are some secrets I might forego. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna free Big Hat Logan, who is another sorcerer merchant in this area. He's pretty much the big cheese of sorcerers. We'll see. If anything, I'll show you where he's at, so if you personally are interested, you can come get him. You do need a key to help him, though. I'm just gonna sit here because there's a trap. And that finishes him off. Down there you can see our boy Sigmire. We're gonna go talk to him. That spooked me a little. If we don't talk to Sigmire here, I think he's lost to us. Like, we can't complete his quest. Completing his quest is very useful because if you do, you get Ring of Steel Protection. You get a Titanite slap. So very useful. Once again, we're going to be doing a little bit of falling. To pick up the shottle, a weapon we won't be using. Getting the backstabs. That guy's not noticing us. We'll talk to Sigmire here. Oh, whoa.
I am Sigmire of Catherine.
Hey, Sigmire.
I've run flat up for a ball in the sight.
So what he's talking about is that he can't get past this trap.
So here I sit.
If we reset the trap so that the balls roll down a different section of the fort, that will allow him to get by, and then we'll meet him later in Orlando. So we are going to help him out. Parries for days. I'll use this just so it's out of my inventory. Alright, I'm gonna wait here for the next ball. I don't want to get flattened again. Alright, go. This is not a boss fall gate, it's just a fall gate that leads to the rest of the level. You do gotta be careful, there's a pressure plate right here. And it'll stab you in the back. I aggroed the snake, so I'm gonna deal with him first. Oop. There we go. We did good. Aggro the plate, pull up your shield. Easy peasy. If you heard that grinding noise, we're about to get flattened. So, we gotta wait till the next ball to come through. Because I'm gonna show you a little secret. Right here. Pick up this. There are some things over here, but I'm not going to drop down there. Instead, I'm just going to come over here. If you come over this way, you can get the Black Sorcerer set, which is actually a pretty decent, not great, but a decent set. I usually like using the gloves because it has the highest magic defense of any single piece of armor in the game. So, which isn't saying much, but if you are wearing a set, to my death, not to my death, time to get off. We're not going to try that. Now we're going to go this way. And then this ends up being the safer way to here, so that we can move this. Actually, before we do that, well, that's fine. Now that we move it to down here, you can see it blasted a hole through the wall. That's what we want. But we do want to change it back this way. I almost forgot. There is a secret down here that I think is kind of important. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Just gotta stay ahead of the ball. Alright, I just want to show you that there's a ball pit here. You can't really see right now, but it's filling up with the balls. And if you're asking yourself, well, what happens when it's full? Then good. When it's full, it's going to bust through that wall. So while we let that happen, we're going to attack this chest. I knew that one was a mimic. The next mimic that we see, I'll show you how to tell the difference, but usually you can tell the difference because mimics breathe, and you can, if you look closely, you can see the chest moving. But the best way to tell the difference is that the way that the chain lays. Every chest has a chain coming out of it. If it's pointing backwards, it's okay. If it's pointing forwards, it's a mimic. Oh, right there. We're just gonna wait for the next one. And go. The gold serpent ring. A really great item. I talked about a little bit about it earlier, but oops. But what it does is increases your item discovery even further. So if you have 10 humanity and the gold serpent ring equipped, you have, I think, a max of 450 item discovery. So it makes, you know, farming much easier. It makes it go quicker. It's a really good item to have. This elevator here, you want to get off here, because if you go any further, you get stabbed by those spikes if you saw. Yeah, right there. It's kind of a neat little trap. Alright. So we're going to come down here real quick. The ball's busted open this. Oh, that's alright. I think if you had the master key, you'd be able to unlock this, but I don't think I have the key necessary to unlock his cage. This is Big Hat Logan. He's a sorcerer, and if you finish his quest, you actually get some really powerful sorceries and arguably the best sorcerer's catalyst in the game. But I won't be able to use it because I think you need 50 intelligence to use the sorcerer's catalyst. If I could unlock his gate, let's see, he would go back to Firelink Shrine. I don't have the key to unlock that either. Alright then. Onward and upward. If I can get through the rest of this area fast enough, I will show you guys the boss. But usually this area takes a long time. I was gonna split this up into 2 videos, but I think we're doing okay with time, and I think we'll be fine. Just fine. Is there gonna be balls coming down? Are they going down the other way? They are going down the other way. Okay. So last but not least, we're going to change the direction of this so that the huge balls fly out the window. Because I think we need it this way in order for Siegmeyer to get up here. So we'll leave it at that. Pressure plate, be careful. Alright, the best way to get through this trap here is just to run through everything. Dim parries! I think if you kill enough of these serpents, or, I mean, not enough of them, but they do have a rare chance of dropping the Great Serpent Mansword or whatever. I forget exactly what it's called. Serpent Man Sword Greatness. Backstab. Which is actually a really decent strength weapon. So if you're making a strength build, you know, it's worth considering the Serpent Great Man's Shield and Sword. Whatever. You should probably write that down. Now, we don't have any ranged attacks, so getting around this guy is going to be a little difficult because we're going to have to run. Gotta run. Gotta go fast. We do have to stop to let these... Alright, we did it. And now that we're over here, I'm gonna kill this guy. See ya! Another pressure plate, but since we're running up the steps so we don't have to worry about looking behind us. We good, we good. Alright, right there's the guy that's dropping down the balls. And there's also a giant up there that's going to be throwing fiery death upon us. So we want to be careful of that. I'm coming down this way first because there's a Baldur Knight and there's an item that he's hiding. Or guarding. Saucy meatball. Wasn't expecting that. Titanite shard. I'm alright with that. That's a good drop. And then there should be one other knight over here. Another Balder Knight. The kind of lore reason of having Balder Knights in Sen's Fortress, and this is the thing I agree with, because it's really just theory, but they were undead that made it this far. So they're trying to fulfill the destiny, the undead, the chosen undead destiny, but they went hollow around here. So we could be them, but we're not, because we can do it. We are the chosen undead. It's not that we are the chosen undead so that we can do it. I'm gonna say that a couple more times during my series, because that's what I firmly believe. But of course, that is also up to interpretation. All right. If you see this char on the ground, that means you're in range of the guy's fiery death. So you gotta start being careful. Pick up that item. And we're gonna drop down here, because this is how you get to the one and only bonfire in Sen's Fortress. We are going to reverse hollow, because we're gonna summon Tarkus to help us fight the Iron Golem. And I also want to Kindle, which increases the use of Estus Flask. And let's level up. I have my Intelligence and Faith at 15. Let's raise them both to 16. That way I only need to raise 8 more levels before I'm able to use the sword. So we're doing really good. Actually, I think if I use this, I might be able to level up once more. So let's give that a try. Yeah, see. Let's do Intelligence for whatever reason. So now just 7 more levels. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. And then I'm going to leave my Faith and Intelligence at 20. Like, after that, there's really no reason to raise them any further. I'm not going to really use any offensive spells, I don't think. I don't think I need to. This episode's going to be extra long today, but that's okay. Especially after I was talking about Fallout 4 coming out next week. Almost exactly a week from the time that I upload this. And so just having stuff for you guys to watch while I'm playing that, it might help. So I apologize in advance. We made quick work of that guy, so we're doing good. Still doing good. There is an NPC here. This guy's actually, if you get stuck, he is actually pretty tough. But we're tougher. So we can just flatten him to death. Ricard's Rapier. We as fans can assume that that is Ricard. Bearing a sacrifice. So you can see the chains on the side of the chests here. This one is looped backwards. A Mimic will be looped forward. So whenever I see the next Mimic, I'll be sure to point that out. I hope I don't forget. Climb back here. I can't wait until we get to the DLC for more than one reason. One, the DLC is actually a really fun part of the game. And two, you can farm Twinkling Titanite pretty successfully. There is a blacksmith in Anne Orlando that sells Twinkling Titanite, but it's very expensive, so I usually don't recommend it. Alright, let's go this way first. Best way to deal with these guys is to show them your parry skills. As always. And I think this is just a dead end. Yeah, there's nothing over here. So I could have just ignored that completely. Here is a shortcut. You can actually unlock this cage here, and it will take you all the way to the beginning of Sen's Fortress. I'm actually going to unlock that because I might need it to farm before I get the Lord Vessel. Who knows? Who knows if I'll be able to beat Ornstein and Smo with such low vitality? I don't know. I've never tried it. Wow. Getting all the boulder armor. Blah, 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 blah. Up these steps. This giant asshole that's throwing fireballs at us, we're gonna kill. If you don't kill him, he's gonna continue throwing his fiery dick holes at you while you're trying to fight the area's boss. Trying to get him to go into a frenzy. I killed him anyway. Let's bust his balls. And then laugh at the physics. You can see the boss from here. That big old iron golem. And then he guards the entrance into Anor Londo, which is high above. Kinda neat. Or at least I hope you guys think that is neat. I love that. Unknown. I don't know, man. Feels kinda unknown. Okay, what do we need to do? Okay, yes. Down this way. There are two other major things I gotta show you about this area before we take on the boss, and I promise we'll get to there. We'll get there. Just hang with me. One thing, you can run and jump down here and kill that giant. I don't think he drops anything, because he does respawn. Whoops. So I think he might be good for farming souls, but I don't like jumping down there anyway, so that's a respawning giant. Another thing is you want to be able to jump this gap here. I'm not able to, or I wasn't able to that time. I am able to. To make sure I'm not going to take any more damage from falls, I'm going to cast Fall Control. We made it. Alright. There's a merchant here. He just talks about how sad he is. Nothing too interesting. He sells large titanite. It's kind of interesting. He sells the great sword, which requires 28 strength, so I'm not going to use that at all. The Balder shield is actually a pretty good shield. The tower shield is also a great shield. I need 30 strength to wield the tower shield. I don't think I'm going to use either, so not worried about it. The Katarina set, which is actually pretty decent. And we have the steel helm, or the steel set, which is what he's wearing. And I don't think I'm going to use any of those. I don't think so. Thunderstone plate, Spellstone's plate ring. They're whatever.
Nothing at all.
I think I have my setup pretty good. I might get the steel leggings. Check them out. We have to come back through this way to talk to him. Or not talk to him, but I'll talk to him when I do come back up this way. And I don't know if the steel leggings takes Twinkling Titanite, but I definitely want to cut down on the items I'm wearing that take Twinkling to level up. Because right now I'm wearing my chest piece and my gauntlets take Twinkling. Cage key. I think this cage key will actually unlock the gate that has Big Hat Logan. I don't know. I'm not going down there just to unlock him, so sorry, bros. Sorry, brosif. Brozia. Broly. Let's see. Steel leggings. Boulder leggings.
Go along, try and make something of yourself.
Alright. Just because I'm not confident in my ability to make this jump back. We get the sniper crossbow here. So it's a win-win-win. Ooh. We don't need to worry about him. I am gonna rest a bonfire. And I'm gonna see if it requires twinkling, because I actually don't know. Steel leggings? Titanite shard? Hell yeah. Heck yes. I got 16 large Titanite? Sign me up. That's one thing that I think is cool about this series that I'm making is I'm gonna just keep switching out armor pieces. I don't know how I feel about that. They're probably even heavier. Elite set, yeah, they are heavier. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll keep them. Since we spent all those large Titanite shards. I think the look is gonna bother me now, though. We'll keep it for now. I'll switch back later. I don't want to waste any more time. So let's unlock this gate. I'll actually take the elevator down to show you where it leads to. Right to here. Right to the beginning. Just on this side. Woo! It is dangerous though. Be careful. Learn from me. Man, those leggings look ugly. Alright, we're gonna summon Tarkus. There he is. Iron Tarkus. Possibly one of the coolest NPCs in the game. I just love him so much. He is completely capable on his own to KO the Iron Golem. Like we could actually sit back and let him. I don't like doing that because I like getting through the fight as fast as possible, but I mean we could watch him. Let's do this, Tarkus. This is one of those fights where I actually like summoning Tarkus because I mean he's pretty powerful. Plus he's a really great distraction. What makes the Iron Golem an easy boss in my opinion is that he can be one-hit kill by making him fall off the ledge. I'm glad I was able to do that. If you attack his legs enough, he gets stunned and he'll go into a kneeling animation. But in this case, when he went into his kneel animation, his ass was hanging out over the edge, so he lost his balance and fell. That doesn't happen for me very often, so I'm glad I was able to show you guys. And actually, Tarkus didn't even do anything. Oh man, so, I mean, we saw a lot of cool stuff. Let's touch this ring. I will let you guys watch this cutscene, because this is how we're going to get into Anor Londo. We get carried there by some demons. Fun stuff. Look at their wing placement. The wings are like halfway down their backs. It's so weird. Pretty. And instead of taking us all the way to where we need to go, they're going to drop us off right here, because why would they help us? Dicks. Anyway, now that we're in Anor Londo, I'm peacing out. Do what you need to do to show your support, and I'll see you guys in the future. Bye-bye.